Hello my dear students, welcome back to your favorite channel NEET World. This is Vasavi Ma'am, your biology educator. Yes, a very good evening to all of you. Yes my dear students, in the previous class we have done with the complete syllabus overview and weightage from each and every particular chapter of your first year zoology syllabus for both Telangana as well as Andhra Pradesh boards. Right my dear students? Yes. So in this today's particular session, we are going to start one most interesting and highly demanded and most important chapter for NEET as well as IPE boards. Okay. So that chapter is Periplaneta americana. Yes. So students, yes. So here we are going to discuss about the 7th chapter. Okay. So this is the 7th chapter of your first year zoology, that is type study of Periplaneta americana. Yes. So students, one thing I can say to all of you that yes, so stay tuned until this session gets end, because it is the one chapter which is extremely important for your IPE, okay, which is extremely important for your board examinations as well as for NEET, okay. So if you want to become a doctor, okay, so if your extreme goal is to score top marks in NEET, then absolutely undoubtedly you need to stay tuned until the session gets end. So now we are going to look into this chapter, how interesting actually it is, okay. Yes. So type study of Periplaneta americana, okay. So what is this actually? What is Periplaneta americana, okay. So it is the scientific name of cockroach, yes. So I think you all might be wondered, ma'am, why we are going to study about the cockroach now? Is it necessary really? Yes, okay. So it is necessary and it is important to study this particular chapter, yes. So type study of the Periplaneta americana, that is nothing but cockroach, yes. So in this chapter, yes. So let's move into the contents which are presented in this chapter is, yes, these all are the particular contents we are going to cover in this session, yes. So students, first 3 classes, okay, so the first 3 live sessions, okay, from today the live sessions, okay, I am going to take you the live sessions completely for both first year zoology as well as for the second year zoology students also, for BPC students, okay, yes. So I can say that the first sessions, okay, so these are the introduction sessions, okay. So the Periplaneta americana, before starting the how to write the long answer type of questions, very short answer type of questions and short answer type of questions, okay. So before discussing about that particular questions, first all of you must understand about the morphology, okay. So in the first 2 introduction classes I am going to explain you completely in detail about the morphology of the cockroach, okay. So so students, yes, there is no chance to skip this particular unit, okay. So there is no chance to skip this particular unit, it is extremely important, you all need to study, yes. Without any delay, let's look into the chapter Periplaneta americana. So here are the contents that you need to study, yes. So what actually we are going to study about the cockroach, okay. So what we are going to study about the cockroach, that all things, yes, look into this external features and morphology, yes. First we are going to start with the morphology, yes. So what is morphology actually? So morphology is nothing but study of the external and internal features, okay. So the study of the complete characteristic features externally in the particular organism is called as external morphology, okay. So when we are going to study about the all the general external characteristic features of any particular organism, it is called as morphology. But now from here actually the lesson is going to start, it is completely about the anatomy, okay. So it is completely about the anatomy. So this is one particular chapter where you are going to study about the anatomical part as well as the morphological part of the cockroach, yes. So in the external morphology, so first focus on this particular slide. So in the morphology, extremely most important things you will learn, okay. So what it is nothing but, so just first look into this, yes, see how cockroach is moving here. So just observe what is how it is moving and observe this particular cockroach, my dear students, yes, yes. See how it is going to move, and just let me know in the comment section what organs you can observe in the cockroach, yes. Yes, yes, observe it. Yes, so how beautifully it is actually showing the movement. Okay, yes. So without any delay, yes, look into the external features. Okay, look into the morphological characteristics. Yes. So under the morphology, okay, so under the morphology, we are going to learn about the head of the cockroach. Okay, yes. So I am going to write it here, my dear students. By that, whatever I am going to write the morphological features, so easily you can observe in this particular cockroach represented over here. Yes. So in the external morphology, you learn about the head of the cockroach, wings of the cockroach, abdomen of the cockroach, thorax of the cockroach. Next one, antennae. Next, compound eyes. Okay, so these all are the things. Yes, extremely most important, the legs. Okay. So these about each and everything in detail we are going to learn, my dear students. It is extremely interesting too. Yes, I am also eagerly waiting to make you this particular chapter interesting to all of you. Yes. Yes, coming towards the morphology, most important is head. Okay. Yes, next one, sense organs, where you are going to learn about the eyes and antennae. Okay. Yes, eyes, antennae. Yes, next one, wings. Next one, legs. And next, what you are going to cover? Yes, thorax and abdomen. Yes. Okay. So each and everything we are going to look into it. Yes, students. So these many things we need to study about the cockroach, my dear students. Yes. So these all are the external morphological characteristics about each and everything we are going to learn it. But now, so students, from this particular chapter, the type of questions we can expect is 8 marker type of questions, 4 marker type of questions and 2 marker type of questions. Okay. So when we are going to look into the very short answer type of questions. Okay. So regarding this particular chapter, extremely 7 very short answer type of questions are given in your standard Telugu Academy's books. Okay. So 7 questions. Okay. Those are very short answer type. Okay. So completely 7 very short answer type of questions are going to be appeared extremely from the morphology of the cockroach. Okay. So apart from these 7 very short answer type of questions, remaining all the questions are going to be framed from the anatomical part of the cockroach. Okay. So just imagine how important it is to study. Okay. Where we are going to get all the 3 different categories of questions. Okay. So when it comes to the 8 marker type of questions, yes. So what you need to study here, I am going to explain you. Yes, before we are going to look into the 8 marker type, coming towards the 4 marker types of questions. Here extremely only 2 questions will be given to you. Okay, so there you need to practice the diagrammatic parts. Okay, where yes students, okay, where you are going to learn about the mouth parts of the cockroach. Yes. See, under the morphological characteristics only, again you need to study about the mouth parts of the cockroach also. Okay, so actually we skip this, but it is not at all there, and it is not at all a chance to skip this particular mouth parts topic. Okay, yes. So under the mouth parts of the cockroach, so extremely it is very easy. No need to remember and no need to learn the theory. Okay. So if you are preparing really for the IPE boards to score 60 by 60 in zoology, then no need to read completely the theory regarding the mouth parts of the cockroach, but give high priority for the diagrammatic point of view. Okay. So you need to practice mandatorily the mouth parts of the cockroach, because in this particular chapter only 2 diagrammatic answers we can expect for 4 marker type. Yes, yes students. And next one more diagrammatic answer that you are going to get in the examination is about the eyes. Okay. So what is ommatidium? Okay. So the question may be asked in this way: draw the neat labeled diagram and structure of the ommatidium. Okay. So that we are going to look into it, what it is actually. So when you are going to learn about the ommatidium, the diagram is very easy. Okay. So it is very easy diagrammatic answer, you can attempt it. So but when it comes to the mouth parts of the cockroach, here you need to here you need to remember extremely the labeling parts. Okay. So the labeling parts and the numbers. Okay. So this is most important, each and everything I am going to explain you. but this is a case where each and everything is important that you need to study. Yes. Completed about the morphology, understood my dear students? Yes, let me know in the comment section, are you clear with these particular morphological characteristics what actually you are going to study? Okay, so completely head, eyes, antennae, wings, legs, thorax, okay, abdomen, mouth parts, each and everything we are going to cover in the morphological characteristics. Yes. So next, moving towards the anatomical part. Yes. So when it comes to the anatomical part of the cockroach, yes. So look into this my dear students, you will learn about the digestive system of the cockroach. Next one, circulatory system of the cockroach. Next, respiratory system, excretory system, nervous system and reproductive system. Okay, so these are all the anatomical studies. Okay, so previously we used to do the dissection of the cockroach to know about each and everything, but now the dissection part has been removed from the practical syllabus. Okay, yes, so no need to worry about that, just be in thorough with the theoretical part. Yes, so to score 8 marks from this particular chapter, only few important concepts, only few important anatomical study types are important. Those are digestive system, okay, extremely important for 8 marks. Next one, circulatory system, okay, from the entire chapter this is one of the easiest 8 marker type of question. And next one, respiratory system, okay, yes. When we are going to learn about the respiratory system, the theoretical part is very easy, but when it comes to the diagrammatic representation, it is extremely tougher, yes, but no doubt, because I am here to make you all the concepts clear. Yes. Next one, excretory system, we cannot expect these particular long answer type of question for the IPE boards, but definitely you are going to get the questions regarding this in NEET. Okay. So for the NEET point of view, for the IPE boards as well as for the EAP set, okay, to for all these categories of examinations, this particular chapter is highly demanded and most important. Next one, reproductive system. Yes. Nervous system is also not required to learn to score 8 marks, okay, so it is also not going to be appeared in the examination, but reproductive system, okay, when it comes to the reproductive system, sometimes we can expect these particular question for 4 marker type as well as for the 8 marks also my dear students. So here two things you need to learn about the male reproductive system of the cockroach and female reproductive system of cockroach. Okay, see extremely how beautiful this cockroach is and how in depth we are going to study about this. Yes. So clear with all the things my dear students? Yes. So when it comes to the NEET point of view, the question may be asked from any corner of this particular chapter, okay. So we cannot say that the questions are going to be appeared only from the morphology, only from the anatomical part, okay. So that is absolutely wrong. So this is the chapter where the question is going to be asked from any of the topic my dear students, okay. So be in thorough with this particular chapter. At the end of this particular session or else at the end of this particular chapter, I am going to show you and I am going to explain you the NEET previous year questions related to this chapter, okay. Yes. So clear with all these contents what we are going to study actually? Yes. So now we are going to start the lesson very seriously. Yes, stay tuned, don't skip, okay. Yes. Look into this particular slide my dear students. Yes. Okay. Yes, look into this. So what are these all are actually? Okay, so these all are the beautiful views of the cockroach regarding to the anatomical part. Okay, so I can say, so whenever I am going to discuss about this cockroach, always I am going to say it's beautiful and it is extremely good to see, because we need to study it. Okay, when we are going to feel the things good, then only we are going to learn about it interestingly. Okay, so even though if it is ugly also, there is no chance to skip these particular topics my dear students. Okay, yes. See here, this is the digestive system. Okay, yes, I am going to write it on the top, by that you all of you can see. Yes. So this is about the digestive system of the cockroach. Yes. Next, this particular view, okay, so this particular anatomical view is about the circulatory system. Okay, Yes. And next one, respiratory system. So we are going to study it in the same order. Yes. So all of you please make a note of it regarding all these particular contents. And next one, it is the male reproductive system, RS, okay, male reproductive system, and it is the female reproductive system of the cockroach. Okay. So we need to cover entirely regarding all these anatomical parts. Okay. So yes, now we are going to start the introduction, classification and morphological parts of the cockroach. Yes. So before starting, first look into the classification. Okay. So the classification is very important. Yes. So look into the classification of this particular Periplaneta americana. Yes. So when we are going to look about the species, okay, so it belongs to the species Americana. Okay. So it belongs to the species Americana and genus Periplaneta. Okay. So among the classification, what you need to remember is just genus and species. Okay. And next, it belongs to the family Blattidae. It belongs to the order. Okay. So the order of this Periplaneta americana is Dictyoptera in Britain and Orthoptera in America. Okay. Next, it belongs to the class Insecta. Okay. And this is also most important. Okay. It belongs to the class Insecta and it belongs to the phylum Arthropoda. So completely it is categorized under the kingdom Animalia. Okay. So before starting, okay, about each and everything I am going to make you crystal clear. So why it is considered as the Arthropoda? Okay. So why it is placed under the class Insecta? Okay. So students, regarding the animal kingdom, okay, so when we are going to start, when we are going to learn about the animal kingdom, okay, when we are going to start about the animal diversity 1 and animal diversity 2, so under the animal diversity 1, where you are going to learn about the non-chordates, okay, where you are going to learn completely about the invertebrate phylums, right. So under the invertebrate phylums, completely you need to study all the general characteristic features of the Arthropoda. Yes. So when we are going to start that particular chapter, in detail we will look into it, but as if now it is considered as the Arthropoda because it is going to have the jointed appendages. Okay. So it is going to have the jointed appendages. It means it has the legs, okay, and it is also going to have the respiratory system, that is called as tracheal system. And next one, the class Insecta is, okay, so this particular phylum Arthropoda is going to contain some millions of species when we are going to compare it with the other kingdoms, okay, when we are going to compare it with the other organisms, okay, when we are going to compare it with the other animals, the particular species of these class Insecta are more, okay. So there are million number of species of this particular phylum Arthropoda, okay, and it is one of the largest phylum because these particular species can adjust to any of the environment, okay. So they can adapt to all the types of the environment. And next, okay, and it is also going, it can show the movement, it can show the metamorphosis, okay. So there are some special characteristic features. So that's the reason it is one of the largest phylum. It belongs to the Arthropoda and it belongs to the class Insecta, and these are some millions of species, okay, not only cockroach. So in our daily life we are going to look into the many number of insects like mosquito, grasshopper, cockroach, okay. So many other things, all the insects whatever we are going to see in our home are going to be, belongs to the phylum Arthropoda itself. Yes. So now look into this particular slide. Yes. So look into this particular beautiful color amazing cockroaches. Yes. So I am going to call it as very beautiful because we are studying seriously about each and everything, okay. Yes. So these all are different colorful type of cockroaches. So why are all the cockroaches are in different colors? Because see, generally we can see, okay, generally the cockroaches whatever we are going to see in India in our home are, so those are generally brown colored cockroaches, my dear students, okay. So but apart from the brown color, there are some different types of colors, okay. So the species are going to vary and the color of the cockroaches is going to vary in the different species, okay. So the color depends on the location where actually the cockroach is going to live, okay. Yes. So see here, usually we can say different types of colors, okay. So this is a pale yellowish colored, this is somewhat golden yellowish colored cockroach, and it is a black and brownish shade. Okay, see the shades of the cockroach also. Okay, so it is not a completely black or completely brown. Okay, so it is some mixing of the colors in different shades. Yes, so it is completely blackish cockroach. It is very ugly to see also, but yes, it is important to study. Yes, next one, see, it is somewhat brownish, and it is in between the shades of the combination of red and blackish. Okay, so these all are the different types of colors of the cockroaches. Okay, all the species are going to belongs to the different types of locations, but now in this particular chapter we are going to study the species related to the America. Okay, so that is the reason we are calling it as a Periplaneta americana. Okay, so all of you might get the doubt that, ma'am, why we are studying the cockroach related to America? Okay, why can't we study of Indian cockroach? Okay, so behind that also there is one of the greatest story related to the cockroaches, because these are one of the most intelligent creatures. Okay, they have the sense organs. They are going to do some wonderful activities that we are going to look into it. Why we are calling it as Periplaneta americana? In the sense, these cockroaches are transported from America to India. Okay, so that is the reason we are studying it. Okay, so it is a species which belongs to America. Yes, so now look into this brown or black bodied animals included in the class Insecta. Okay, so these species may be brown or black bodied animals. Actually the cockroaches are brown or black bodied animals which are included especially in the class Insecta. Yes. So next one, these are, see here, yellow, not red, it is red. Okay, so these are yellow colored, green colored. Okay, next red colored, also reported in the tropical regions. Okay, yes, that's it. Now look into the location and environment of the cockroach. Yes, students, so all the online people who are watching this particular session, just let me know in the comment section whether the screen is visible or not, my dear students. Yes, yes, okay, fine. Okay, location and environment of the cockroach. Yes, so ma'am, we are studying about the cockroach, but is there any favorite place to the cockroach? Okay, so my favorite place is to happily eat and sleep. Okay, so to sleep and some reserved areas. Okay, but now, okay, so for each and every organism some favorite place and some favorite reserved areas will be there where it can live very happily, right? So for cockroach there are some extreme places. Okay, so what are they, where actually it is going to live? So look into this, my dear students. So observe this cockroach. Okay, in detail you can observe each and everything. Okay, whatever you can see, just let me know in the comment section, my dear students. Yes, whatever you can observe, just drop it in the comment section. If you are observing the wings, antennae, each and everything. Okay, yes, so each and everything, all I am not going to say, just observe. Okay, observe the morphological features, whatever you can see, and let me know in the comment section. Yes, now location and the environment. Yes, all over the world. Okay, so these are present all over the world. Many species are distributed, but where it actually lives extremely happily and where it actually performs all the activities well, in the sense it is going to live in damp areas, it is going to live in the moisture areas. And look into this particular statement. Yes, these are nocturnal insects and these are cursorial. Okay, it means the cockroaches are going to remain very active in the night and they are going to take the rest during the daytime. Okay, so and it is considered as the pest because it is going to contaminate the food, it is going to contaminate all the wooden furnitures. Okay, and it is going to contaminate all the food particles and foods in our home. Okay, so it is considered as the pest usually. And next one, it is a nocturnal insect. Okay, yes. So students, generally what we the humans, okay, what we are going to do in the sense, we are going to work extremely hard and we are going to do many activities during the daytime and we are going to take rest in the night time. But here these are the cockroaches which are extremely, they are there to disturb us because they are active extremely in the night. Okay, and they are going to take the rest during the daytime. Okay, so the insects which are active and which are going to perform all the activities in the night are considered as the nocturnal insects. Okay, so nocturnal insect is nothing but it is going to perform the activities only in the night. And next one, cursorial. What is cursorial? It means the insect, the cockroach is going, it is a fast runner. Okay, so we are human beings, we cannot run very fast. Okay, so we are, some of us are very fat and some of us are very thin, but when we are going to consider about the cockroach, it is very fast runner. Okay, so why it is going to run very fast, that also we are going to look into it, my dear students. Okay, so cursorial in the sense fast runner insect. Okay, and nocturnal in the sense which is going to remain active in the night time and which is going to perform some activities at the night time. Yes. Now external morphology. Okay, so this is just about the locomotion of the cockroach. Yes, now we are going to look into the external morphology of the cockroach. Yes, so from the morphology definitely you are going to get the question related to the legs of the cockroach, related to the abdominal segments, okay, related to the head, related to the antenna, compound eyes, each and everything, my dear students. Okay, so there is no chance to skip, but you need to learn it in an interesting way. Yes, so look into this external morphology. Yes, so before looking towards the external morphology, you need to understand what is symmetry. Okay, so what is symmetry, my dear students? Yes, so symmetry is nothing but, okay, so dividing the body of the organism based on the repetitive body parts. Okay, so each and every, okay, some organisms are going to have the repetitive units, okay, we can say, or else the symmetry is usually based on the repetitive body parts present in the organism. Okay, so based on the repetitive body parts, we can divide that particular organism from any plane. Okay, it means from the central axis. Yes, so I am going to make you clear. Yes, so example, to understand easily, I am just going to draw the hypothetical diagram of butterfly just to understand the concept. Yes, so it is the butterfly, just imagine. Yes, so here symmetry, these butterfly is going to show the bilateral symmetry. So it is nothing but we can divide the body of the organism. Okay, we can divide the butterfly into two halves, right half and the left half, by passing the plane from the central axis. Okay, yes, so when we are going to cut it and when we are going to pass and then we are going to divide it from the plane passing through the central axis, then easily we can divide the organism into two body parts, and it is based on the repetitive units. Okay, so same. Okay, did you understood, my dear students? And the symmetry is of many types in the organisms. Okay, pentamerous symmetry, bilateral symmetry, radial symmetry, many other things. Okay, you are also going to learn about it. Yes, so when we are going to learn about the symmetry, the cockroaches, okay, the Periplaneta americana, it is going to exhibit the bilateral symmetry. It means you can divide this particular body into two equal halves. Yes, and next one, look into the size of the cockroach. Yes, size is 0.7 to 7.6 centimeters, right? Okay, so this is the size of the cockroach. And next one, color. Okay, just now we have seen so much variation in the color. Okay, there we can't see only blackish cockroach or brownish cockroach. There are different types of colors in the cockroach. Okay, so the colorful world of the cockroach, I can say, because not only one color we can say, we have seen yellow colored cockroach, green, black, brown, red, many other things. Okay, but the color depends on the species where actually it is going to live. Yes, so just now all the things whatever I am going to discuss with you right now, so it is very simple and easy to understand, but the lessons, the particular lesson Periplaneta americana, okay, so it becomes very serious and interesting when we are going to look into the each and every particular slide. Yes, so now, okay, bilateral symmetry it is going to exhibit. Yes, before explaining about this particular thing, just observe this particular cockroach, how actually it is dancing. Yes, see how it is extremely dangerous creature. Yes, see how it is dancing. We can see the legs of the cockroach, wings of the cockroach, head of the cockroach, antenna of the cockroach, eyes of the cockroach. Regarding each and every part, there is a big story related to the cockroach. Yes, So, clear my dear students? Yes. Now, see here, body is dorsoventral, chitinous, cuticle, inocytes secrete wax. Okay, what it is actually? Yes, let me break down this particular thing, my dear students. Yes. So, body is dorsoventral in nature. Okay. It means it is going to have the organs and it is going to have some anatomical parts in the front side as well as the back side. Okay. So, the front portion of the organism is called as the ventral portion and the back portion, okay, and the back side of the cockroach is called as the dorsal side. Okay. Dorsal and the ventral. Ventral in the sense front view and dorsal in the sense back side view of this cockroach. Yes. Now, see here, and completely the exoskeleton. Okay. So, generally we have the skin to protect our body, but here in cockroach, okay, it is not going to have the skin how we are going to have. Okay. So, our skin is generally very smooth and it is very beautiful, but when we are going to look into the cockroach, so the skin of the cockroach is extremely hard. Okay. So, it is not very smooth, it is very hardest layer that is made up of the chitin. Okay. So, the skin of the cockroach is made up of chitinous cuticle. Yes. So, this is most important for NEET. Okay. Yes, I am going to explain you about the exoskeleton in the upcoming slide. Okay. You need to understand much better and more about it. Yes. So, just note down the exoskeleton part of the cockroach is made up of chitinous cuticle. Yes. So, and next one, the chitinous cuticle, the exoskeleton is going to secrete the wax. Okay. So, it is going to secrete the wax. Actually, what is the use of the wax in the sense? It is going to give the protection. Okay. It is going to help in the loss of water. Okay. So, it is going to help from the dehydration for the cockroach. Yes. And the wax is secreted from the specialized cells. It is important, my dear students, note down. Yes. So, it is the wax is secreted by the inocytes. Okay. So, completely the exoskeleton structure I am going to explain you, but look into these all the important points. Yes. Next, size is 3 to 7 inches that we all have discussed, and they have the long antenna. Yes. What are antenna here? Yes. Look, just you people just go on observing these particular cockroach. Yes. Yes, students. Yes. So, observe these cockroach. Yes, here when we are going to look into, yes. So, when we are going to see the antenna, okay. So, just observe. So, just look into the particular things, okay. Just observe this particular cockroach here. Yes. So, just a minute, I am going to make it clear to all of you. Yes, yes. So, here these are antennae. Okay. This cockroach is not good, actually it is dancing continuously. Let us take the example of this particular cockroach. Yes. Now, it is fine. Yes. So, here what are antennae actually? Okay. So, the antennae are the sense organs of the cockroach. How we are going to have the ears, nose, skin, each and every sense organ. Same in that way also cockroach is going to have the sense organs, but here the antennae are this one. Okay. Can you see this long elongated structures? Okay. Yes. So, it is going to receive the signals. So, simply these are the sense organs. Not only antennae, eyes, okay, the compound eyes are also the considered as the sense organs of the cockroach. Yes, next one we are going to see, okay, actually they have the long legs, okay, they have the long legs, these, can you see? Yes. So, they are going to have the long legs, wings, okay, these all are the wings of the cockroach, okay. About wings also there is one beautiful and very elaborated story. Yes, next one, eyes, okay, eyes of the cockroach. Yes, next below the eyes, can you see these small white colored dots? Yes, those are ocellus, okay. So, the ocellus is also considered to receive, okay, it is considered as a photosensitive part, okay, it is going to receive the light, but actually the real story is present in the compound eyes of the cockroach. These are the antenna, okay, eyes, the small dotted structures, okay, these are similar to eyes, okay, but they are not much functional. This we can call it as the ocellular spot, okay, or else ocellus. And now see here friends, this is neck. So the neck of the cockroach is somewhat different. Okay, so now we are going to look into it. It is the neck of the cockroach. Yes. So we can also say it as thorax. Yes. So this is the thorax actually, then the thorax part. Okay. So from here the neck portion, how it is going to start. Okay. First it is the abdomen. Okay. So this is the abdominal part. So completely the body of the cockroach is divided into three most important parts. Okay. Head, thorax and abdomen. Okay. So and we can find the segments in this organism. Okay. The segmentation is present and it is usually the external segmentation in cockroach. Okay. Yes. Clear with this particular slide, my dear students? Yes, it is very easy to understand. Just I have explained you the parts which we can observe externally. Yes. So now look into this particular statement. Yes. So size is extremely 3 inches, have the long antennae, legs and flat extension of the upper body have the head. Okay. And next one, cursorial, nocturnal and omnivorous insect. Okay. So here comes the most interesting point, because why we are calling it as omnivorous? Because it can eat any type of the food. Okay. Suppose if in the kitchen, if it is not going to find the tomato, it can eat the potato. If it can't find the potato, it can eat some other fruits or vegetables. Okay. So we cannot say that only one particular food is very interesting and only one particular food is favorite to the cockroach. It can eat each and everything. It is an omnivorous insect, it is a nocturnal insect and it is a cursorial insect, because it is a fast runner. Yes. Next, look into the lifespan of the cockroach. Usually it lives up to 1 to 1.5 years. Yes, students? Yes. So now look here, Periplaneta americana are about 34 to 53 micrometers long and wings extend up to the abdomen. Okay. See here, wings extend up to the abdomen in the sense the wings of the cockroach is going to cover the abdomen completely. Okay. So it is going to start. Okay. So actually from the segmentation the wings are going to extend. I am going to give you the particular number of the segments we are going to study about it, but usually the wings are going to cover the entire body of the cockroach. Okay. Apart from the head, from here, yes. So from here it can cover entire abdomen. Okay. The wings are going to cover the abdomen. Usually it forms the head. Okay. And these are the wings which will cover the entire abdomen. Okay. Yes. Clear? Now see here, wings extend up to the abdomen and body is divisible into 3 distinct regions. Okay. So what are the 3 distinct regions? Actually what you will study here in the sense, the body of the cockroach is divided into 3 parts, like how our digestive system is divided into 2 parts, like alimentary canal and anus. In between the alimentary canal and anus we are going to see different and various types of compartments. Okay. So just I am going to give you the example, but same how the divisions are present in our body when we are going to consider regarding the digestive system. So same, there are different parts that we need to study regarding its body. Okay. Yes, the body is divisible into 3 distinct regions: head, thorax and abdomen. Yes, students, is it clear to all of you? Yes. So see here, head, thorax and abdomen, each and every body part of the cockroach is very interesting to study from now. Okay. So I request to all of you, don't feel bored to study this particular chapter, my dear students. Okay. So take it very seriously and learn interestingly, because it is extremely highly demanded and important for IP as well as NEET. Yes. Focus from this particular slide where I am going to explain you about the segmentation in cockroach, from where the wings are going to arise and from where the head is going to arise, what is the role of antennae, what is the role of eyes, how the legs are going to show the movement, how it is going to walk, how it is going to run. Okay, these all things we can see now. Yes. So now look into this particular slide. Yes. So before this, let me draw the diagrammatic view of the cockroach. Okay. So just I am going to make you here a hypothetical diagram. Okay. So just it is not important how neat I am going to draw the diagram, but you need to understand the concept. Okay. So this is just the imaginary and hypothetical diagram of the cockroach. Yes. So first let me make the head of the cockroach. Okay. So which color to choose? Yes, it's fine. Head of the cockroach. Fine, my dear students. Next, in the head region, here what we will learn. Okay. First let me make the eyes of the cockroach. Next, mouth of the cockroach. Next, antennae. Yes, head is done. And next one, neck. Okay. From here, yes, so we need to choose another color for the neck also. Yes. So neck I am going to make it with the red color. And next one, thorax. Okay, you need to understand about the thorax. Thorax we can choose yellow color. Yes, fine. Yes, thorax, head is done, thorax is done. Now what is left, my dear students? Yes, let me know in the comment section what we are left with. Abdomen. Yes. So for abdomen, I'll choose one most beautiful color. Yes, pink. Yes, sky blue. Yes. So actually, it is just hypothetical diagram. Just understand the concept. It is very easy to understand, my dear students. Yes. So in the head region, okay, what are present? Eyes of the cockroach. Yes. From now, yes, I am going to label each and everything. Just focus on this. Yes, students. So these are the eyes of the cockroach and the head of the cockroach. Okay. So the head of the cockroach is called as hypognathus. Yes. Head is hypognathus. So why we are calling the head as a hypognathus in cockroach? Because the head of the cockroach is going to lie perpendicular to the abdomen. Okay, so it is completely perpendicular and it is placed at the right angles to the body wall. Okay, so it is perpendicular like this. Okay, so suppose now imagine I am the cockroach. So if we are present now, okay, so this completely it will be the abdomen and the neck is going to place downwards. Okay, so it is downwards. The head is downwards in cockroach and it is perpendicular to the abdominal and complete body wall. Okay, so that is the reason we are calling it as a hypognathus, because it is placed at the right angles and it is placed in the perpendicular to the body wall of the cockroach. Yes. So this is very important question for 2 marks. Why head of the cockroach is triangular and why it is called as hypognathus? Because it is perpendicular to the right angles and it is perpendicular to the complete body wall of the cockroach. Yes. And what are these, my dear students? Antennae. Okay. Yes. And next one, what it is? The red colored structure, whatever I have drawn here. Yes. Yes, one more thing we have, yes, means that is mouth parts. This is the mouth of the cockroach. Yes. So under the mouth parts, what you are going to learn? Okay. So under the mouth parts, we will learn about the labrum, okay, labium, maxillary pulps, each and everything, mandibles, maxillae, these all things we are going to learn. And next one, yes, mouth is done, head is done, eyes, antennae. Next, it is the neck. Yes. So the neck of the cockroach is movable. Okay. So the neck of the cockroach is movable. So now if we are going to observe it, okay, from the abdomen to the, from the abdomen segments, okay, from the abdominal part of the cockroach to the head of the cockroach, up to here it is going to form the thorax. Okay. So it is the thorax and next one it is considered as the abdomen. Done, my dear students? Yes. Abdomen is done, thorax is done and the head part is done. So when we are going to see the about the neck, okay, so the neck is movable and it is flexible. Okay. So from here, from the thorax, the head is not attached directly to the thorax. Okay. So in between these we can find the movable neck. Okay. And next one, yes, this is going to form the thorax and this is completely about the abdomen. Here from where we can observe the legs of the cockroach and next one wings of the cockroach, each and everything. Yes. So now we will look into the segments of the cockroach. Okay. We are going to look into about the segments of the segmentation of the cockroach. Yes, once again I am going to draw the diagram. Yes. So, quickly I am going to make a note of it. Yes. So, students always take the screenshots wherever if required. Okay. So, these particular notes is very important, where we are going to cover the questions of which is important for NEET as well. Yes. First, this is the neck of the cockroach, which is going to contain the eyes, antennae and mouth. Done. And next one, a flexible neck. And next one, abdomen. Yes, thorax. It is the thorax part, and next one is the abdominal part of the cockroach. So, now observe the segments, how head is formed. Okay. So, here the head is formed by the fusion of 6 segments. Okay. So, in the head part we can see 1 to 6 segments. Okay. Yes. So, 1 to 6 I am going to write just simply. Yes, my dear students. So, 1 to 6 segments are going to fuse to form the head. And next one, thorax. Okay. So, in the thoracic part we can see 3 types of segments. Okay. 3 segments, that is 7, 8 and 9. Okay. So, the first segment, second segment and third segment of the thorax is formed by the 7th segment, 8th segment and 9th segment. Okay. So, these are the 3 segments we can find in the thorax, because 1 to 6 segments are going to fuse and they are going to form the head, and the remaining 7, 8 and 9 segments are going to form the thorax. Okay. Right. Yes, next one. Yes. So, the thorax is of 3 types. Okay, and it is made up of 3 segments, where the first segment of the thorax is called as prothorax. Yes. Just go on observing whatever I am going to write here, my dear students. Okay. Take the screenshot wherever if required. Okay. So, it is mandatory, and yes, make a note of it. Yes. So, yes, 7, 8 and 9. Okay. So, these 3 segments are going to have special namings, that is nothing but we can call it as prothorax. Okay. Next one, mesothorax, and it is the metathorax. Okay, prothorax, mesothorax and metathorax. Okay, where the prothorax is going to arise from which particular segment, my dear students? 7th segment is called as the prothorax. Okay, 7th segment of the thoracic part is called as the prothorax, and the 8th segment of the thoracic part or else the thoracic segment is called as mesothorax, and the 9th segment is called as metathorax. Okay, where we can also call it as pronotum, mesonotum and metanotum. Okay, so if you are going to remember these particular names, it is enough. So, now look here, the prothorax. Okay, can you see this prothorax? This one. Okay, so sometimes the prothorax is going to fuse completely with the head. Okay, yes. So, it fuses completely with the head, and from the mesothorax and the metathorax, what it is going to arise? Yes. So, it is going to fuse completely with the head, my dear students, which it is prothorax. Okay, the prothorax part. Okay, so the yes, suppose just imagine I am a cockroach. Okay, so I am going to imagine anything. Okay, when I am going to make you to study the concepts clear. Okay, so the thing what you need to do is you need to understand carefully. Yes, my dear students. So, suppose imagine me as a cockroach and yes, my head. Okay, so below the head from here the thoracic segment, the thorax is going to start, prothorax, mesothorax and metathorax. The head is formed by how many segments? 1 to 6 segments. Okay, so I am showing myself. Okay, just imagine I am as a cockroach. Yes, so the head is formed from 1 to 6 segments. Okay, it is going to fuse the first segment, second, third, fourth and fifth, 6th segments. Okay, all the segments are going to fuse and they are going to form the head of the cockroach, right? Below the head, okay, there is a movable neck, and below that, okay, so beside that the thorax part is going to start, where we can see 3 important segments: prothorax, mesothorax and metathorax. We can also call it as pronotum, mesonotum and metanotum, right? So, now the prothorax or else the pronotum is going to fuse completely with the head. Okay, So the prothorax fuses completely with the head. So now what is left over, my dear students? Mesothorax and the metathorax, right? Yes. So from here also I am going to explain, but now we will see the segments present in the abdomen. Yes. So for segments, yes, I will choose this. Yes. So see, in the abdomen, how many segments we are going to see? Completely 10 segments are going to be present in the abdomen. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, yes. So these are the 10 segments present in the abdomen. Yes, completely 10 segments. Okay, it's most important, the segmentation part and this complete external morphology is important, my dear students, don't get bored. Okay, yes, 10 segments are present in the abdominal part and 3 segments are present in the thoracic segment and 6 segments are present in the head. Okay, 1 to 6 head, next 7, 8 and 9 is thorax and 10 remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, complete 10 segments are present in the abdomen, right? So now wings. Actually, from where the wings of the cockroach is going to arise? Okay, so did you observe any time the flying cockroach? Yes. No, because the cockroaches can't fly, my dear students, but it is going to have some largest wings which will cover the entire body of the cockroach. Yes. From where actually the wings are going to arise? See here, from the mesothorax. For wings I am going to select the red color. Yes. So the wings are going to arise from here. Okay, so wings is done. Just understand the concept, my dear students. It doesn't matter how beautiful the diagram is, but you need, it's a hypothetical diagram, you need to understand just. Okay, yes, so these are the wings. So the large dark brownish colored wings are going to arise from the mesothorax. Okay, so from the mesothorax, the wings are going to arise. So we can also call these wings as mesothoracic wings. Mesothoracic wings in the sense, the wings which will arise from the mesothorax. Okay, and metathoracic wings will arise from the metathoracic segments. Okay, so now look into these particular large dark brownish colored wings, okay, which will cover the entire abdomen of the cockroach. Okay, yes, so these wings, so the larger wings, whatever you can see here, they are not going to help the cockroach to fly. Okay, so these are not going to have any role in flying. Okay, no flying. Okay, so these are the wings just which are going to cover the metathoracic wings. Clear? Yes. So these are the large brownish colored wings. These are also called as the mesothoracic wings, which will cover the entire abdomen of the Periplaneta americana. Okay, next below the particular mesothoracic wings, the small wings which are very transparent and very opaque, those are called as metathoracic wings. So actually these are going to help in flying. Okay, in flying in the sense it can't fly up to larger heights, but just it can fly up to the ground level. Okay, yes. So these are the mesothoracic wings and metathoracic wings. Yes. So now let me know in the comment section which parts we are missing and about which we need to study now. Yes. Yes, my dear students. Yes. So about the legs. Okay. Yes. I am going to select the another color. Yes. So the legs of the cockroach. Okay. Yes. About the legs of the cockroach. Okay. So there are 3 pairs of the legs. Okay. So there are completely 3 pairs of the legs in the cockroach. Mesothoracic leg, metathoracic leg and yes, one more, prothoracic leg, mesothoracic leg and the metathoracic leg. Okay, from each thoracic segments, one pair of legs are going to be arised. Clear with these particular morphological parts of the cockroach, my dear students. Okay, it is completely regarding the segmentation. Okay, so it is the head of the cockroach which is going to fuse by the 1 to 6 segments. Okay, completely 6 segments will fuse to form the head of the cockroach. Okay, next one, the thoracic segments are formed by the 3 segments, that is 7, 8 and 9. These 3 are going to form the thoracic segments. Next 10 segments are going to be presented in, yes. So next one, 10 segments are going to be present in the, yes, abdomen. Okay. So now the three segments which are present in thorax is called as prothorax, mesothorax and the metathorax. The role of the prothorax is completely, yes, it is also called as pronotum. It is going to fuse completely to the head. Okay. So from each thoracic segments, legs are going to be arised. We can call it as prothoracic leg, mesothoracic leg and the metathoracic leg. Okay. So the number of segments in the abdomen are 10. Okay. So in the head, okay, why the head of the cockroach is called as hypognathous? It means the head of the cockroach is completely lying downwards and it is perpendicular to the abdominal wall of the cockroach. When it comes to the wings, okay, so there are two pairs of wings. So mesothoracic wings are going to cover the abdomen and metathoracic wings, okay. So these are very small, opaque and transparent, which will help in flying. Yes. So this is completely about the locomotion of the cockroach, okay, its lifespan, its different species and its external morphologies, okay. Yes, my dear students, yes. So tomorrow, okay, so in the next upcoming live session, I am going to explain you in detail about the mouth parts of the cockroach, and next we are going to look into each and every part, okay, of the morphology of the cockroach. Yes, hope this session is useful to all of you, and here comes the most interesting and most useful information to all of you. Yes, NEET world, your step to medicine, okay. So it is completely about the, yes, special programs of our institute NEET world. Yes students, so completely you can enroll for 3 different types of special programs. So actually 2 steps to medicine, okay. So the first specialized program in our institute NEET world is, yes, 2 steps to medicine. It is extremely for the students of 11th standard and it is completely online mode. For 1 month you need to pay 3,333 rupees, okay. So it is very affordable price to all of you. If your extreme dream is to crack the seat in NEET, then you need to, you can enroll happily, yes. For the 11th students, for 2 steps, if you want to enroll for the special program of 2 steps to medicine, so this is completely for the 11th standard students. It is of online mode and for 1 month you need to pay 3,333 rupees. And next, 1 step to medicine, okay. So it is completely for the 12th standard students. So the fee structure is same to all the 3 special programs. So it is for 1 month 3,333 rupees. And next, power step to medicine, okay. So it is a repeated course where you can enroll, okay. So it is for the 12th passed out students. It means it's a long time course, okay. Yes, 3,333 rupees. Yes. So students, these are the special programs of our institute NEET world. Don't waste your time. Quickly enroll for these online special programs. Yes, stay tuned with the NEET world. Meet you in the next upcoming live session with the most interesting topics related to the cockroach, where we are going to learn about the mouth parts. Yes.